Every January, gyms fill up with men going all in. 2-hour sessions, 5 days straight, a diet overhaul overnight. By February, most of them are gone. Not because they lacked motivation, because motivation was the entire plan, and motivation always runs out. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The men who actually transform their bodies, careers, and lives aren't the ones who go hardest. They're the ones who show up in a way that's boring enough to repeat for years. Let's get specific about why. For decades, people believed it takes 21 days to build a habit. That number is a myth. It came from a 1960s plastic surgeon's observation about patients adjusting to their new face after surgery, nothing to do with habits at all. The real research from psychologist Lally at University College London tracked people building new daily habits and found it takes an average of 66 days for a behaviour to become automatic, and for some people, as long as 254 days. The good news buried in that study: missing a single day doesn't reset your progress. Consistency, not perfection, is what the data actually rewards. Here's where it compounds. British cycling was a mediocre national team for most of the 20th century. Then their coaching staff started obsessing over 1% improvements: better pillows for sleep, alcohol-based hand gel to avoid illness, marginally more aerodynamic uniforms. No single change mattered much. Stacked together over years, that team went on to dominate the Olympics and the Tour de France. That's the whole philosophy in one story. You don't need a dramatic overhaul. You need small, boring wins, repeated relentlessly. One honest caveat: because you deserve the real picture, not just the motivational version. You'll sometimes hear that improving 1% daily makes you 37 times better in a year. That's a clean piece of math. But real growth doesn't compound like a bank account. It moves in fits and plateaus, then sudden jumps. Don't get discouraged when progress feels flat for weeks. That's not failure. That's the normal shape of getting better at anything. So how do you actually build this? Start absurdly small. If you want to build a workout habit, don't commit to an hour a day. Commit to 5 minutes and let momentum do the rest. Attach it to something you already do daily. After your morning coffee, 10 push-ups, no exceptions, no negotiation. Small enough that skipping it feels more effortful than doing it. And if the gym isn't for you, and it genuinely isn't for a lot of men, you have real alternatives. Bodyweight training at home, walking or running outdoors, rock climbing, martial arts, a weekend sports league, cycling, swimming. The specific activity matters far less than whether you'll actually keep doing it. One more lever worth pulling: find a workout partner. Multiple studies on exercise adherence show partnered training significantly increases how often people actually show up. One well-cited program found participants exercising with a friend had dramatically higher completion rates than those going it alone. Cancelling on yourself is easy. Cancelling on someone counting on you is harder. Use that. Here's the mindset to walk away with. Stop asking, how hard can I go today? Start asking, what's the smallest version of this I can do every single day, without exception? That question, answered honestly and repeated for months, will outperform every burst of motivation you've ever had combined. Consistency isn't glamorous. It's not the version of self-improvement that gets applause, but it's the only version that's still standing a year from now.